Under attack. Need help.
3, 2, 1, clap.
It hurts way more with cold hands.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
I don't believe you.
Well, then go fuck yourself. Just kidding. I'm sorry. That was me.
With cold hands.
That was funny. Good one.
Oh, damn. I did, like, the dumbest thing this week. Started out, I was scrolling through Facebook, which is where most of the dumb things I do originate from, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, scrolling through all the stupid memes and the funny dog pics and all that crap, and I got down to a friend of mine. I actually met him on Fiverr's freelance website. I edited videos for him. He's got a health fitness thing up in Canada, and he put out this challenge to everybody to do 100 burpees over the next 2 weeks, like 100 burpees a day over the next 2 weeks. You all know what burpees are, right?
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah. So I was like, I posted, I said, I'm on it, man. I was like, do I have to do 100 in a day or like all at once? He's like, all at once. Make sure you time it. So I started the timer and I got through those first 25 like in 2 minutes and I was feeling good. And then, I gradually started slowing down. I got to the point where I could only do like 5 at a time. And I'm looking at that. When we started, I'm looking at the timer like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this guy's time easy. It ended up taking me like 20 minutes. And when I got done, I couldn't hardly breathe. And I went into the living room, plopped down on the couch. I got my phone out. And I'm like laying on the couch. And my head is like bent at a 90-degree angle, like in the back of the couch. And it was like 10 minutes later, I just could not move my arms. And that was like 3 days ago. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to lift these dice at all tonight.
Well, that could work to our advantage.
Yeah.
Perhaps. What? Yeah, that does not sound fun, but good on you for trying.
Yeah, if these arms were wings, I would not be moving them. So, speaking of wings,
look at that transition.
I got a B-fact here for you.
Ooh.
I don't know if I knew this or not, but bees actually have 4 wings.
That sounds right.
Y'all know that? But this is the part, I think I knew that, but the part I didn't know was that when they take flight, the wings on either side actually like hook together to look as though they're one.
Oh.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. And bonus bee fact, their wings flap about 12,000 times per minute.
Damn.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty
crazy.
They're
ripped.
Yeah. Yeah, they could probably do like 1,000 burpees in a minute. So
they just explode.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was my week. How y'all doing?
I'm tired.
I'm all right.
You got a nap in though.
I did get a nap in, but I have to wake up at 4:25 in the morning.
The rest of my family left for Florida today.
They did what?
The rest of my family went to Florida today.
Oh, they all turned
like
30.
Yeah.
They're
They
way
all
out.
turned 30 and
Oh no.
they went down to Florida.
We lost them.
Yeah, what did you do wrong? They didn't take you.
I have to work.
Oh, bullshit.
I didn't want to go to Florida.
Yeah, no one wants to go to Florida.
That's
right
usually me.
Like, I told them, I said, I think it's a dumb idea if you guys go to Florida right now. They're like, we're going to go anyway. I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, my mother and father-in-law just got back from Florida, so.
Nice.
Yeah, they flew into West Palm. They're going to go to Jupiter, and they're leaving out of Tampa.
I've been to Jupiter before.
They're going swimming with sharks, which I still think is a dumb fucking idea.
I love that. I want to do that.
Sharks don't come to my house and kick in my door and bother me, so why the fuck am I going to do that to them?
That's a good point. I'm not so afraid of them, but
a shark doesn't come in and go, "Hey man, look at your house. Oh, cool. I'm going to come throw food at your face."
You know what? I might be okay with that if they're throwing food.
But,
damn.
Yeah, so that's a thing they're doing. I don't like the ocean, so I wouldn't go anyway. The ocean is a scary place.
It is,
Yeah.
but there's some fun in that.
Well, at first I was like, oh, is it like nurse sharks, like harmless ones? My sister's like, nah, man, bull sharks. I'm like, fuck that. Like, you're just begging to get attacked by something.
I
Like,
really
you're
wanna
tempting
do that.
fate, and I ain't about it.
Yeah, I
don't
remember-
I was like, well, then I was like, oh, is it like caged? Like, are you like in a cage or something? And they're like, no. I was like, why? I don't understand.
I remember we went down to Florida one time, and from the beach, I just swam out as far as I could. I think they had some like orange buoys way out there, and my goal was to get to them, and I must have been 3/4 of the way there, and I was like, I'm feeling good, I'm gonna keep going for it, and then I saw something in the water, and
Yep, that's it, dude.
Yeah, it's like I know it's not a shark. There's no way, but I'm not taking the chance. I turned around and bolted right back. I think in the end, what it turned out to be, it was like like sea, like some kind of kelp or something just floating in the water. You know how you see the algae and stuff.
Yeah.
I was so pissed because I was so close, and I haven't been out that far since.
I went to Florida like one time, and we were up with the northern part, like where the Panhandle is and stuff like that, like the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
But like we there was like this small beach there. And, like the first day we were there, like everyone's in the water, and I kind of like walk in, and like the next day, like this big ass fish, like half it was bit, like it was just a chunk was taken out of it, and I went, I'm not going back in there. Nope. I'm like, nope, not even a chance.
Listen, the worst. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's just. Ugh.
I was gonna say the worst thing that's happened to me in the ocean, and I've been in it multiple times, was I got caught in one of the waves and got twisted, and I couldn't tell which way was up, so I almost drowned.
My sister, and I fucking laughed my ass off. I saw what happened to her.
Well, it wasn't even like that. Wasn't even the worst part. Once I did find my way up, I ended up cheek to stomach on some fat hairy man. And it was very weird.
That's fucking.
He was very nice about it, but
it happens all the time.
I used to like when I was younger, like we go visit my grandma in like Rhode Island, and we go to the beach every year, and I always thought it was always cool. But then I hit like a point where I was like, yeah, fuck that. Like I don't like it. It's just I don't know what's out there.
Yeah.
well,
for
speaking
sure.
of things that are out there,
Yeah, you probably don't really know what's out there at this point. I think last time you guys left from the not the asteroid.
Planetoid.
From the planetoid, and 2 separate ships, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And
Can't wait to fail these checks that we're probably going to have to make.
yeah, I mean,
I'm here to aid you, dude. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
yeah. So you've been in the system for a while now. You kind of think you've dealt with everything, but it's hard to get a bead on what is out there with these gravitational distortions. It's really messing your ability to scan the area around yourself. But however, the benefit of this is that you are seemingly able to move faster between planetoids. So everybody has, I think, was it the good intent that's leading the way?
Yeah.
Sure. 100%.
So now my question to both pilots is, what are your bonuses on your checks? Because I don't want to waste time making checks if it's just a slam dunk that you're going to get it.
Plus 17.
And I aid automatically, so plus 19.
Okay. So what about rats?
I'm
Plus 18.
and I'm not going to aid automatically, but I'll try.
Okay, so there is a chance for failure. So,
Don't tell us that.
well, I gotta keep you worried, because if you're not worried, then we're not having fun.
This is how 7 rays are going to die. We're going to die in this shit.
Okay.
But it was worth it.
What about that?
All right, so it's going to take. I'm gonna let somebody roll a d8 for me, so we can determine how long this trip back is going to take.
Are we rolling it for the whole
I got a 6.
fleet?
I assume that's 6 hours then.
6 hours, yes. Yeah, no, I'll say that if you guys stay within close proximity, that there's no need to roll separately for each ship.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're heading back to gate number 1, control board in hand. Is there anything y'all wanted to chat about before you got back, or are we just cruising straight on through?
I think it's kind of hard to have just like a normal ass conversation while you're trying to navigate through huge gravitational fields.
It's like how are the kids?
It's going to be a bumpy ride, man.
So tell me, what's your favorite ice cream?
Rocky
What?
Road.
Oh,
Ha! Fitting.
So Rats has inputted the computational equations in order to help make navigating this easier. I need both pilots to give me that piloting check for the first hour.
I'm gonna attempt to aid Alex.
I ate it.
I did not.
Okay. We did get a bonus from the computation, whatever you said, right?
Yes, it is a +4.
Okay.
Fuck. What's your roll, Kev?
I got a 40.
Okay.
I got a 33.
Okay. So pretty much smooth sailing at this point. You've been in the system for a while, no problems. Cutting your way through these fields. Second hour, give me another piloting check.
I still don't
That's
aid.
good. I got a 30.
Okay. What is Rats?
32.
All right. Give me a third one, and I'm gonna say if you're able to smash this, then pretty much able to
Remember, I
make your way
ate
back.
Kevin.
33.
No aid from me.
You rolled under 10 3 times in a row?
Yes. I have a +1 for piloting.
Oh.
41.
Okay. So I'm gonna say at this point, you pretty much have this down, and you're able to get back. So we'll save the other checks.
Well, I made another check and got a natural 20, so yeah.
Yeah.
He does it with his eyes closed.
This ship's
I
doing
aided on the
cartwheels.
next one. Anyway.
So as you are moving towards Gate 1, you draw into orbit and doing a scan of the surface. Everything seems to be pretty much the same as you left it. And you begin to descend towards the control center. And it takes you about 2 hours again to set down on the pad.
Where am I gonna land?
On top of the good intent.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a smaller ship, and you remember there's a pretty wide swath cut through the trees, so you feel like you might be able to just
Oh
land
yeah,
there.
wasn't that big area where we fought that? What was it called? A jub snuff or something?
Yeah.
Like
Would you call me?
Jump
that? You a jub snuff?
Yeah, it's a smaller ship that you've commandeered, so you feel like you'll be able to land no problem.
I land in that clearing right there, perfectly.
You do a flip.
And you have returned. So,
All
what
right.
do y'all want to do?
Back to the. Well, we get out and wait for them to come to us.
All right. When we when we get off of the ship, is it noticeable that, like, if anything's been disrupted since we've been here, minus the fact that he just landed another ship in the clearing?
Yes, you noticed that a ship may have just landed recently.
Oh.
Yeah, you look around. You feel like it just looks as random as it did before. That's kind of hard to tell unless you were like mapping it intently on your way through before.
I gotcha.
All right, then. Onward we go.
Is Rats
I'm
ready?
still upset.
Why are you... Oh.
What do you have to be upset about?
Yeah, like...
Screw you.
You just got a free ship.
Yeah, you should be happy. We
I
got
already
another...
have a ship. It's just out of the campaign and at my building, and can't use it because that's not how Starfinder works.
It's almost like you don't have one.
Damn.
It's Well,
It's just for show. You can't like the inside
Yeah.
just hollow.
I'm not allowed to drive it.
It's like that the Family Guy skit where he buys the sports car and it falls over like it's made out of cardboard. And he's like, okay, well, I guess we'll just have to take this back to the dealership. And then the dealership falls over. It's made out of cardboard.
So did we? Oh, because we were not together, we couldn't, and we were doing the piloting. We couldn't do anything with the armor.
Hmm.
We have a lot of stuff to.
Resize.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think first things first is talking to that AI that sent us
'Cause we
on
ha-
the mission.
I
Yeah.
agree.
We have the control board, correct?
Yes.
Just trying to remember that was the right name. Alrighty then.
Alright then.
Honey, I'm home.
Yeah, we
Okay,
head to the building.
so you're heading to the building? Okay. Pull the old map skis up
Ooh,
here.
look at that. Fancy. We going to the old room or the new room?
The control board needed to be inserted at the room where you fought the spawn, the shades,
shade
yeah, all that stuff,
spawn,
yeah.
The bottom right-hand corner
Yes.
of the map.
Mhm.
Where all of
Which-
us already are.
Which
Yeah,
you should
we're
be
already
there
there.
already, yeah. Rats
Yeah.
is sideways compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
He's breakdancing. Raquel's in the
Raquel is
wall.
in the wall.
Nice.
So you make your way back through the area. You get to the main control room, and as soon as you walk in, the doors slide open. You make your way down the stairs. You see that the dais up in the far eastward portion of the room lights up, and you see a familiar face. It's Osteth, and she speaks up, and she says, "Oh, I am so grateful that you have returned. Please tell me, were you successful?"
Rats just holds up the control board.
She looks at it. Yes, that is exactly what we need.
Thank God, because that would have been real shitty if he said no. That's the wrong part.
No, we need the other control
You
board.
need
That's
the other
one-
control board.
You know what? Turn it
drive
around.
Back,
Let me see.
drive back 16 hours. Get the other one.
Turn that around. Let me see. Oh no, I'm sorry. It has the triangles, not the squares.
Son of a bitch!
See, I told you we should have taken both, but you said no. The triangle one was the symbol we saw, so we left the square one.
So yeah, I mean, she says that you do indeed have the correct one. You will need to access the control port underneath the main terminal and remove the broken control board and replace it. Which is over here eastward, right next to the dais.
Man, good thing they had a backup.
Is it gonna just break everything?
Can
Well,
anyone
so-
aid?
So, like, is this gonna, like, start a process that we can't stop if I install this at the moment?
No,
No,
this
there's
will
a
just
big
allow
red
me.
button.
This will just allow me to take control and initiate procedures again, should we need to. But this by no means is not going to open the gate.
Okay.
Quick, did we did do a sense motive, right? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I can't aid, but if anyone else wants to help.
What kind of check is it? Computers?
Imagine
Engineering.
Engineering.
Because
Oh.
you're putting.
Ooh. I can help.
I can help. I don't know exactly what I'd be doing.
I rub Ratz's head.
Am I holding like the flashlight so you can see?
Right.
I don't do that. I didn't. I failed.
I think I automatically do it. But I got 26 anyway.
Okay. You're
I
attempting.
double.
Are you aiding, or are
double
you
aid.
just attempting to do it?
I'm aiding. Right.
I was attempting to aid.
Okay.
I failed at doing so.
Razel's just, like, seething mad. You can't
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah, I go, hey, you know what? I'll go help him. Razel, just hang out here with Raquel. Hey, Rats.
He thinks he's helping, but it's like a totally different computer.
He's like on the other side, like, man, I don't know what the hell's going on over here.
Sorry,
Where is
Chief.
everybody? Why are you on the other side of the room?
You need me to hold that flashlight? I'll do it.
Razel's in the original room we saw the AI in.
Hold on. There we go. All right.
It's just like, man, I don't see this AI or anybody. I don't know where everybody is.
Where'd Razel go?
Razel, are you gone? Hello?
So I have one bonus then, is what you're saying.
Yes.
This is a 34 engineering.
Okay. So you've popped open the console. You're laying underneath, trying to access this. You see the old, damaged control board. Carefully pull it out, and you take as much time as you possibly can to carefully insert this back in, wire it up properly, close up the slot. You stand up, kind of like brush your hands together. You see Osteth over on the dais commencing some sort of test. Numbers flashing up above her head, flying across and from, fading in, fading out. And then the terminal to your east goes from a yellow color to a green. I believe that the control board that you have retrieved is in complete working order.
Quest complete.
All right, let's go home.
Osteth will remember this.
Might I remind you, of course, of the importance of destroying the stellar degenerator?
Yeah, well, why don't you go do it? And then Rats leaves and hops on the ship and goes home.
All right, roll however many dice it was to get here.
It's always 1d6 when you're going back to Absalom.
That
Is it always?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
What? That isn't.
it's always 1d6 when you're going back to Absalom
How
because
are
the
we
Starstone is super powerful drift beacon.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
How are we supposed to destroy this thing? Like, it's supposed to
Carefully.
explode, right?
One of us has to take
It's
our...
like
we have to take
Star
our-
Wars.
Yeah, we have to go to the
We
trench
have
run.
to- yeah. We need one more ship, guys.
Why do we need 3?
4. We have 3 already.
Where's the third one?
There's the Bone Trooper ship.
Oh, the Bone
But nobody
Trooper
can
ship.
fly that.
Yeah, we keep telling you no one can use that.
Yeah, but it's Kevin and his brain doesn't work right. It's
So he's
okay,
old.
Kevin. I have your best interest at heart.
I don't believe you.
How sweet.
Osteth speaks up while you're all talking. Says, "You are, of course, welcome to take as much time as you need to rest, heal, repair your starship, whatever you need to do. But keep in mind that the longer this weapon persists, the more likely it is to fall into the wrong hands."
We should get upgrade our ship.
The more likely there is a big bad guy at the very end of the last book.
At the
Okay.
end of this one.
So just, all right. Where is this ship? Do we know where it is? Like, is that where we're going?
What
Ship?
the hell are you
Ship?
talking about?
What ship are you?
You mean
The
like it's
weapon.
not a
Isn't that
That's not
a...
a ship.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, I thought it was like a... Never mind. So where is that?
It's in the center of all these planetoids. We have to open a portal using the control panel we just got so that we could go through into a demiplane.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Gosh, I can't believe you can't remember all of that.
I'm sorry.
Idiot. So, what's the timing? Like, were we on like a time crunch?
Yeah.
What's the timing of this?
So yeah, you know that once per day the planetoids are all synchronized, and that's the moment at which you'll be able to open the gate. But that happens once per day, so you don't necessarily have to rush through. You can take some time if you want to, or you can wait a few hours or whatever it is, and then begin the procedure opening the gate.
So is the entirety of Book 6 taking place on that weapon? Like us trying
I'd
to destroy it, I
assume so.
assume?
Makes sense to me.
Huh.
Be nice to be able to upgrade stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're kind of under prepared for this last fight or this last this last gauntlet, as it were.
Yep. So how does this timing work? Like, do we
Well,
set it? Like, How does it how long has it been since we got here?
You've probably been through I think it's 2 or 3 cycles by now. I don't think you've been here more than 3 days. So yeah, I mean, there have been 2 or 3 instances now where they were aligned and the gate could have been opened had the control board been in place.
Okay. I gotcha.
So then we could determine that. We could determine when it will open next. We'll be ready to open next.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, you could wait a few hours and open it right now, or you could rest, take care of some business. A day, 2. You don't know how long, but again, you feel like you've eliminated the immediate threat right now with the cultists. Remember, of course, that the Jangly Man sent out some kind of distress signal, so you don't know if anybody's on their way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but
man.
So, I mean, that's the balance you got to strike here. You need to rest. Razel's feeling pretty bad with all the con damage. You need to take care of business.
I can only heal 1.
Yeah. So, it's kind of up to you all to decide how much time you want to risk healing up, taking care of yourself so you can face the oncoming battle without further endangering the entire universe with this weapon just floating out there.
We also need to... how long does it take to resize armor? Did we find that out?
I believe we looked it up, but I do not recall. I'll have to check it again.
So if any reinforcements come, they have to come here, correct?
In order to open up the gate. Yes.
Looks like we finally have all the cards. All it took was almost 5 full books, but we finally got the upper hand.
I mean, we could just uninstall the control board and go back to Absalom Station.
Yeah, because they can't use it without it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So in theory, we could just leave.
I mean, we want to eventually destroy it anyway.
Yeah, well, we obviously have to come back here, but there's no reason I can see that we have to go into this under-equipped.
We could leave, fully equip ourselves, and come back?
Yeah, I mean, it only takes 1d6
days to get
back. We could use some of our upgrades, because I think we have 2 levels worth of upgrades to do to the ship. We could use some of that to upgrade the drift engine to make it faster to get back here.
We can upgrade our other ship to make it be able not to just fall apart when someone coughs on it.
Or we can leave it at Absalom.
Or the cat could
be a piece of shit and interrupt everyone.
We could get some serums.
No, we don't need any serums.
I think we're good on serums.
It's strange that you need serums. We don't have any more anywhere on the station.
It's some mysterious Yosoki came and bought all the section serums out of every shop on Absalom. And he's like, "Rats, you're over encumbered." He's like, "Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about me." They're just falling out of his backpack.
Rats is standing next to an airlock, and he's like, "No, I'm not." And he pulls a lever.
I mean, look, if we have all the cards, I'm 100% okay with going back, getting everything we possibly need for this.
Plus the only 2 people who could maybe jury rig this thing to make it work would be the 2 Yosokis.
And we did bad things to them.
I mean,
one of them.
They're cultists, so we murdered them. It's fine.
Okay. Yes. Moving on. I'm 100% okay with that.
I'd be fine with it too.
Also, there's no time. It doesn't give how long it takes to adjust armor.
Not really.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much time it takes.
Yeah, because I'd like some new armor. I need to get more batteries or how we could just get
batteries,
new gear altogether. How much money do I have?
Yeah, some new armor would be super dope.
Yeah, me too.
So vote is going back to Absalom. Tell this AI will be.
Well, one of the things I need to
we'll be back in a week.
Yeah, depending on how many days we're gone, I might not have to buy what are those things called that you put a spell in and use it?
Ampule
in this game.
Spell gem?
Yeah.
Ampule? Okay.
A restoration one. Because by the time we get back, it should be 8 days, which should recover all 8 of my damage.
I'll also roll 1 day to get back and then 4 days to get here. Which is impossible, but highly unlikely.
Yeah. I don't know how much that would cost, though. So, yeah, I'm down.
Let's
do
down.
it.
I think that's a smart play. So Raz goes, all right, hey, hold on real quick. Just pops the thing back out like, we'll be right back.
Big brain moment.
Yeah, like I'd imagine like
He reaches in, grabs the control board, and just starts yanking it out of there. Like
What
he
are you
took
doing?
all this care putting it in. We gotta make sure nobody opens this gate until we get back.
we put too much blood, sweat, and tears and gender change into this to not have it fuck up now.
It's sex change. Get it right.
That caught me up. I was like, aren't they the same?
I understand your need to prepare. However, should you lose that control board to somebody else, or if somebody else arrives in the solar system while you are gone, there's any number of these control pads that could be located on the other controller moons. And I would be by myself to defend against it.
I believe in you.
So there's multiple controls? Hold up.
Yeah, nothing's perfect, apparently.
How long did it take us to get to this control board and then come back?
Took you about, I think, about half a day. Took you about 14 hours both ways, and then you spent about an hour there.
How many?
And of course, you know, the pink-haired AirPod lady was waiting at that bore for the robots to bring it up. So there could be time invested in waiting for that to happen too. Rigging up the robots to even do your bidding.
Right.
So I mean, you feel like you have some time. It's just you have that added pressure of you just don't know. You don't know.
Oh, I think I know, and we're leaving and coming back. Because I like, it's cool to have the pressure for your characters, but it's also not cool for the AP to suggest that you have to go into a thing completely underleveled to deal with it. Like, our ship could not handle getting into a combat like the one we had at the beginning of this book in the next book with the current level it is. We have to get it upgraded.
And we have a second one. Anything we don't use, we could at least try to make that better.
Yeah.
I know that's not a priority, but I mean, if we have an extra ship to use, I mean, pincer maneuvers, dude. That's what we got. We're so hype on it.
Yes. Gotta do sweet pincer maneuvers, Chris.
Gotta.
Yeah, Chris.
It's the only way to win.
Yeah, Chris.
Pinch that shit.
Well, see, the only thing that sucks, though, is that the second ship, we would have to upgrade its drift engine as well to be able to get it back in a timely manner, which we're not going to be able to do, and upgrade any of the other things on it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, because it's 1d6 back, but it's 5d6 out plus you're divided by your drift engine.
Or I know it would suck to bring the ship back, basically sell it for BP or whatever you could get for it, and use that to upgrade our ship even more.
I mean, that's not how the rules for upgrading your ship work, but yes, that's. I mean, that story-wise, that would inform how we were able to make upgrades to the ship. Is selling a complete second ship.
Well, let's do it.
All right. I guess we're leaving, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah, we're gonna leave you. Bye.
All right, I'll just
the
stay on
Discord.
this planet all by myself. Wait a second.
That's not how this works.
We're leaving you like they left.
We left.
What's his name?
We
from-
left Chris on the planetoid. Now we get to GM the game.
All right,
This'll be
we're all
fun.
level 20. We have infinite credits.
I always roll 20s.
I always crit. I don't know. Name something else that'd be beneficial.
Butt stuff.
There's no some sex change ever.
You always
Those are
land
gone.
backflips. Perfect.
Yeah, you always. Oh, damn.
I mean, that's the case already.
I guess we'll meet you guys back at Absalom as Razel and I get into our ship.
Well, you guys roll a 1 and we roll a 6. It's
Right.
5 days.
Shut up! Don't even put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
All right, who's rolling this? I'm not. I roll bad.
All right, so we take the board and head back to the ship, Chris.
Okay.
And then there's a
are-
whole fleet of people above us.
Man.
Give me a D6. I don't want to. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Alex.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Here it is.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
2.
I also got a 2.
Nice.
Now,
Oh, fuck.
I know we already get a bonus for coming back to the Starstone, but does the fact that we have an upgraded drift engine and the good intent still lessen the time?
I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean,
I mean, it just degraded to
1.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and say that for now, but I'm going to look it up and find out for later.
Good to be home.
It specifically says the better the engine rating, the faster you can reach distant destinations.
Okay.
That wording kind of suggests that it's one way, but
So I guess 2 days go by and we show up. Oh, sorry, we got stuck in some traffic back on near Albuquerque. So
I like to think that it this thing doesn't travel well in the drift, even though we rolled a 2, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like shaking horrendously the entire time.
I can't say it, but
You got trash flying up around you.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna
Flying
say, as
through
soon
the
as you
drift.
guys actually land, Razel runs out dry heaving because it was too rough of a ride.
Yeah, occasionally there would be sparks just exploding from a bulkhead nearby, an outlet panel. Gas would just emit randomly and then stop. So you are able to get back to the station, home sweet home. Looks like you just left it. And so the game plan here is just to stock up, repair the ship.
Perhaps check in with Chiskisk?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Is
are
there
we...
is there anybody that you want to meet with?
does Razel want to go talk to his wife?
Nope.
Wow, dude. You're so good. Yeah, I guess.
Going to make a little purchase. Hold on.
Kevin, check your Discord messages.
I already did. I agree.
I guess I'll try to get my armor, this armor that I've been carrying around since forever, resize.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stock up on little things here and there that I'm running low on.
350 credits.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Just keep yourself as a woman. It's fine.
Piece of shit. All right, I bought a serum of sex shift. I'm changing back.
But before I head out to kind of stock up on some gear, I talked to Rats and I'm like, oh wait, did we officially come up with a name for this dog? Did we get answers?
Oh shit! I should probably look that up, huh?
We did have one that got 2 votes for the most.
I forgot the dog even existed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Published.
Thank you for
Name
not
our
lying.
dog. Oh no, his name is Gun.
Gun.
That's the best. Gun the dog.
So I feel like throughout the time that Rats and I were traveling back to Absalom, he went ahead and named the dog Gun.
That's fucking hilarious.
So
Kevin.
Razel's gonna be so confused. Throw me the gun.
He just throws the dog.
So before Raquel heads out to stock up on stuff, she talks to Rats. She's like, "Hey, I was thinking, I love having Gun on board, but I mean, you kind of brought up the fact that this is a really risky mission we're going on. Maybe we should leave him here. I can find some sinners that'll take care of him for a while we're not here." Oh, hold on. All those words blurred together. I can try and find a care center while I'm out and about today to see if anyone would watch him for a while.
you want us to leave all of our guns here in a care center?
No, you named the dog Gun.
Oh, gun.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you didn't emphasize it right.
What?
Gun.
His name's Gun.
So I have. Okay. Just
Get
to
it
be
right.
clear, every time I am referencing the dog, I have to say gun.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's his name.
Okay. It's just usually people don't emphasize certain. I mean, that's a small word, but okay. All right.
I guess we'll just start calling you Rickle.
Rickle.
Yeah, usually people don't emphasize words. That never happens.
Okay, but it's a 3-letter word. But it's fine. Gun perhaps should stay here just to keep them safe.
Well, even though Gun would find it extremely hurtful that you don't pronounce his name right, I think maybe you're right that it's in his best interest to stay here.
Okay, real quick. Are you talking about our weapons or the dog? Because you didn't emphasize the same thing.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all right. I guess I'm just
hate
not
this.
hearing the right thing.
You're not. I don't think you're getting it, Raquel. It's very subtle, but it's very noticeable.
Okay. I'll get it eventually. Sure. I'll go ahead and check out to see like what the rates are and find him a good place to stay for a while.
Okay.
She leaves, but she's like super confused as to how she's supposed to name this dog.
You take it to a daycare, and they're like, "All right, and what's the name of your pet?" And you're like, "I don't know."
Exactly.
What's the name of your pet? And you go, okay, listen. It's a long story. I imagine you come back and you go, come here, Gun. Everyone freaks out like, someone said gun.
Razel arrives back at the ship, now a man, paid 350 credits.
But
He's
your armor
actually-
fits a good.
Oh, yeah.
I could have made one of those, Razel.
He like squints his eyes at you, like, all right.
Well,
That's pretty funny.
No.
That's funny. Like Sev just
Rats
got.
lets out a sigh of relief that he's been holding on to for like a day and a half now since that happened.
So I went after the episode. I was thinking back to. I know this is a Starfinder facts the account that's not actually real. It made me think of that one fact in quotation marks where it's like, you know what the vests like to do for fun is basically almost murder people. So
Oh yeah, where they beat the crap out of each other.
yeah,
And it's a
for
prank?
sport. Yeah, it's a prank.
It's just a prank, bro.
So yeah, he's like, I've had worse.
I don't know, man. You seem pretty upset when he told you what actually happened. I thought you were gonna kill him.
I will kill you if you don't shut up.
And that's all I need to shut up. I don't think he'll do it. But
As a joke, he will.
it's not a joke to me.
No.
You know, in most cultures, Razel, beating the shit out of someone is not a joke. That's just assault.
Assault, prank. Where's the line? You know?
Well, I imagine the line is when you go to jail for beating the shit out of somebody in like 99% of everywhere else.
Tomato.
And Gun is in a nice little care facility, getting the top treatment a dog could get.
Yeah, you spent all your credits on it, right?
Yeah, sure. Actually, Chris, is there like a center or something, or would I just? It'd be like asking a friend to house sit, but for your dog.
You could do either. You could take it to a friend's house. You could also go to the numerous daycare centers where you can board your dogs. Of course, you got to watch out for kennel fever. But since this is an alien dog, you're not really sure if it's going to be contracting anything or spreading a lot of stuff.
Oh,
kind
no.
of up to you.
I come back and all the other animals are dead. Maybe we should just find a house sitter or like a friend to dog sit.
Right.
We'll figure that out later.
Leave it with Chiskisk.
Yeah.
What is this? What is that foul creature?
I do feel like, although I know we were on a time crunch, I wouldn't have gone to see Chiskisk in person, but I would have probably called him up, like just giving him a quick rundown, like, hey, we're at Absalom, but we aren't going to be here long. We're just getting stuff ready to get back out there.
Excellent.
Excellent. I'm sick of hearing from you. Just tell me when you're done.
Just save the world already.
I don't have much of a personality. It's like I'm a two-dimensional character.
Yeah, I'll say Chiskisk. I do think it would be good to leave that like interdimensional walkie-talkie with Chiskisk, so we can communicate.
That makes sense to me.
It's true. So,
Big brain moment.
Unless other people wanted to go see him, I can go back, and I might just say it was a one-stop shop. I gave him the walkie-talkie and the dog and told him what we were doing.
I will give this creature to our best scientists to discover and learn about.
Oh no, Chiskis, sorry, I didn't mean to lead you astray. This is now our ship dog. We just want to make sure he's taken care of while we're out here, risking our lives to save everything. Please don't run tests on him.
Oh, okay. Then I will leave him with a janitor. He is very fond of furry creatures.
Oh, Billy? Yeah. He loves animals.
Yes, he likes to scratch their ears and fluffy parts. That sounded really bad.
Chris, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, I'm calling the station police.
Please don't. I've worked so long to get this position.
Yeah, well, you sick fuck, you're going to jail.
It's not me, it's Billy.
Yeah, but you knew. You covered it up. You knew what he was doing. You're just an accomplice.
I plead the fifth.
It just makes you sound even guiltier. All right, let's get the fuck back. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Who's rolling it? What are we rolling?
It's 5d6, right?
5d6.
Alex, you want to do that? You want me to roll part of it?
I have 3.
Oh wait, we're all in one shot.
Right now.
We're all in one ship. Duh.
Okay, it's still 5d6.
I have 1.
You want one?
Sure.
Alex, you rolling 1 too?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll roll 2 since I have 2 right here.
All right.
I'm in the 2 crew because I've rolled 2 twice.
I also rolled a 2 and a 4.
I rolled a 1.
And I rolled a 2.
So I got 6 between my 2 rolls. You got
1.
7, 9, 11 divided by 4.
That's like 2.5.
Yeah, 3. Do we roll up?
No, in the case
Round
of
up,
drift
round
travel,
up.
you don't change at all.
2 days and 18 hours. So that would be 2 more con damage I can remove.
This is where we find ourselves. You've returned to the station. You're taking care of all your shopping, your ship repairs, and we'll take care of all that off the air and address those things next week so that people know what's going on. For now, it's been a total of 2 days to get here and 2.5, 2 3/4 days to head back with the upgraded engine. Razel has since lost 4 of the...
When we arrive into the system, I will have gained back 4 of the 8 con damage.
Okay. We left the interdimensional communicator with Chiskisk.
And I'm male.
Yes, you are male now, as you found another serum of healing.
Hold on, let me switch. And now,
Now
I'm
he's
out.
officially
Okay.
it's official in the documentation.
Yes, and I'm gonna remove that stupid picture of
We've
Alex.
left we've left the
No
interdimensional
such thing.
communicator with Chiskisk.
Yes. Yes.
We've left Gun, the new puppy, with Gun.
Chris, you're putting a weird emphasis on the front of
I
it.
kind of like it.
Alex, could you just so I get it right? How do you pronounce it? I just want to make sure I get it right.
It's gun.
Yeah. Okay. So
The
gun.
way we say it down
Now-
south.
God,
Gun.
you guys are
Gun.
just, you sound ignorant.
I
at
say
the moment.
goon. It's a goon.
Come on, Paul, pass me that goon. All right. Well, I'll practice next week. I'll come back. I'll get Gun's name right.
I don't think you will.
Probably not.
So we got all that taken care of, and you're heading back to the Vast, the gate number 1 in this strange and distant system. You arrive. Again, you have to stop short of your destination because of the gravitational interference. Takes you another 4 or 5 hours to get there on regular engines, and you kind of do a scan of the system. Don't really pick up anything. Again, it's hard to really know with the gravitational flux. And as you approach Controller Moon 1, begin your descent as before. Touchdown, this time a single ship on the pad, and you are back again. This place, to unlocking the most devastating force known in the universe. What is your plan?
I guess reinstalling the control board and flying head first into a
Dark hole.
big dark hole.
Big dark hole in the sky. So you make your way back to the control center. You reinsert the control board back in. As you're working on this, Osteth asks everybody,
So what is it that you all will do once this threat has been dealt with? Who were you before you came here? Who will you be once you leave here?
I guess I have to answer that, right? Nobody else can understand Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please give a general rundown of who you think we were beforehand.
That's a pretty big question, Austin.
Yeah, that's
To ask somebody to analyze their being and anticipate who I'm going to be in the future. I mean, I know you've been an AI for a really long time, but I don't think that's how regular people operate.
It is funny that you point that out, because for the longest time, for so many millennia, me and Eltreth have been in these AI forms, but at one point we were flesh and blood as you are. I always wanted to make a difference as a little girl. I dreamed, I looked up to the stars, I wondered how I would make a difference in this entire vast universe, and I went to school, I studied the sciences, and then I found a love of music. I began singing in the choir in between my studies, and we wrote a fair amount of songs. Actually, a lot of people really liked our music. It seemed that was a possibility, that I could make a difference by bringing joy to people's lives. But my studies became more important for some reason, and I kind of let that slide by. I just always hoped all these years that somehow, some way I could find my way back to that humanity. I remember we would listen to so much music, but Eltreth always enjoyed one particular melody that we had written. I always felt silly playing my own music, but he really enjoyed it. And then we stopped. And I think that's probably the point when his mind started to crack, and ever so slightly this being, this devourer, was able to get its way into his thinking. So I just hope that after all this is over, that you too can return to some semblance of what you were before circumstances made you into this hero that puts their life on the line for people that don't even know they exist. Anyway, I've talked too much.
No,
Real quick.
Asta, I appreciate that. It's good to know that a horrible circumstance doesn't have to change you for the worst.
Would you do me one favor?
I mean, I've already done you like 6 favors in the time that we've known each other, but sure, go ahead and tack another one on here.
Would you carry my music back to wherever you came from? I can download the files to whatever device you have. Play my songs for somebody, anybody. Maybe everybody hates it, but just knowing that some part of that is out there will make me happy, even if I am to be trapped here forever.
Yeah, sure. Rats plugs his data pad into the control board.
And you see that the light on the side is blinking as it's receiving the data. It happens pretty quick, too.
Thank you, Rats. I appreciate it. We can commence opening the gate at any time. We should be drawing close to the alignment of the planetoids very soon, but I must ask, what are your plans? How do you feel as though you could destroy this device?
I'm sure there'll be a big giant weak point we'll just have to throw stuff into or something. It'll just blow up.
Well, Osteth, I think my plan so far since joining the Starfinders has been to wing it. So I think that's probably what we'll do. It's worked out so far.
I hope you're right, because the Stellar Degenerator is a formidable device. It's destroyed so many worlds already. It was built as a weapon of war. I don't think there's any number of weaponry on your ship that could destroy it. Although I may be surprised. It may work out for us. But you must know that it was built to withstand nearly any assault.
Well, we'll figure it out. Like Rat said, we're kind of good at winging it.
Maybe there'll be some kind of exhaust port or something at the bottom of a trench.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
I forgot
think
that.
I've seen that somewhere in one of our old moving picture archives. Well, with your permission, I can begin the sequence. It should be any time now.
So yeah, as soon as you're ready to go, she's ready to start. Unless there's anything else.
Let's get this party rolling.
Yeah.
Let's start book 6.
Head back to the
Come on.
ship.
Let's do this.
Let's start book 6.
Was anyone else like really expecting Chris to start singing? Because I was like, come on. You got
Not
I
really,
can't sing
no.
as good as she can.
But you are her, Chris, so she can only sing as well as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pressed play on the data pad.
Turns out she's...
Or you have
Now we know why she never succeeded in music.
I was gonna say, or you have to be able to understand her language in order for it to sound good.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
so
sure.
Raz thinks it
Everyone's
looks,
like,
or thinks it sound good, but
yeah,
no
it's
one else.
great.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a dying whale.
So yeah, I assume everybody's standing resolute and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm still a little
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm still a little tired, but
So Rats
I'll live.
Rats gives the command for her to commence the sequence. You see all over every control panel in this room various calculations going on. You see the internal workings of the other control moons. You see that the bores begin to light up as the center sun contained within these things begins to direct its energy upwards towards the center of this entire solar system. You see countless screens blinking, data that you can't even possibly process flying across this entire facility. And then you begin to hear an alarm klaxon. All the lights in the control center turn to a red hue. Things grow incredibly dim. You see Osteth standing there in the dais. And she speaks up.
My friends, there's something that is terribly wrong. The gate's advanced age. There are several microprocessors across all of the controller's facilities that are failing.
Of course they are.
Unfortunately, I have already initiated the subroutine to open the demiplane, and I cannot stop it. My calculations predict that unless something is done in the next few minutes, there will be a catastrophic chain reaction, and this entire system will destabilize. The cosmic strings will cause each and every one of the suns to be pulled into the center of this solar system. It is true that such a collision would result in a massive supernova, but the stellar degenerator would remain unharmed within the demiplane.
And then all around the room, you begin to see the consoles running a series of simulations. They're all like at this really high, rapid speed. Each one, on all these myriad of screens in the room, they run through the calculations and they start blinking red. The next one starts blinking red. All around, this keeps happening. Screens turning red. And then there's one that kind of has like this green light. And Osteth says,
I think I have it. If I split my consciousness across the 12 controller moons, my own programming could provide the necessary corrections for our plan to succeed. But I won't be able to pull myself back together, Rats. This will be the end of me. Forever.
Osteth looks directly at you. You see this look of fear, sadness, but grim determination all at once. She nods at Rats and says,
This is the only...
Rats holds up his finger like Doctor Strange at the end of
Yeah.
Endgame.
yeah.
This is the only choice. The rest will be up to you. Please, Rats, you must promise that you will destroy this stellar degenerator no matter what follows.
And the whole time there's just these alarm klaxons going off, red lights flashing everywhere. And Osteth is staring at you intently, waiting for your answer.
Yeah, of course I'll do whatever I can. I'm sorry it has to be this way.
I am too, but it is okay. You carry my songs with you now. I shall live on.
And she blinks out. You see that her form kind of like dissolves like Matrix style into these lines of code. All the consoles around you begin to glow blue. You see the interior bores of these other controller moons, like I said before. You see all of the walls within them get this blue light glowing through the circuitry of the walls and all of the maintenance robots. And then a moment later, the entire building shakes. You see all the monitors switching perspectives from the planetoid surfaces, pointing toward the skies. From each of these different angles, you see this colossal tear forming in space, right in the center of this massive circle. It's like you just see like this fiery red slit start tearing jaggedly across the sky. And as you're watching this, a song begins to play. rats, you might be able to deduce quickly that this was like the last act that Osteth left in the computer to execute, to play this music, and it's her music. Awe-inspiring as you're just watching the fabric of space being torn open. Slowly, this takes probably like 10-15 minutes, and you can see the readings about this phenomena. The tear splits open into a circular opening. You see within the demiplane that the portal has stabilized. Looking at the console, rats, you realize the diameter of this portal is about 500,000 miles. And from where you're looking, you can see that there's this massive vessel nestled inside. Has this conical shape. Seems to kind of look like a corkscrew, like a screw almost. The information you're getting from this is that it's over 100,000 feet long. Has a mass of like 50,000 tons, and it has its own gravity source, and you can see pop up on the screen next to it, Stellar Degenerator. And that's the end of book 5.
Hey!
Sure is.
That was Chris's last B fact.
It's a good thing we got a bonus one.
All
for the final.
right.
Yeah,
Alex's turn now.
I do what I can.
Make sure you check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.
Hey, you guys made it to the end of the episode. Thank you again for a wonderful listen. And so you know what time it is. It's time to thank our wonderful Patreon supporters. So shall I just cut to the chase? Thank you to Cody Rutherford, Josh Gamble, Adam Wendell, Ultrawave7, Mary Geislink, and IPOS. You know, again, I know we say this every week, but thank you guys so much for letting us do what we enjoy. And the Patreon show, we're having a lot of fun with it. We hope to continue doing that with your support. So until next time, have a wonderful week.